You want to meditate, you know the benefits, but for some reason you just can't seem to do it. You try, but your mind won't stop racing and you can't seem to focus. This is a common issue for most people. So in this video, we'll cover the reasons why most people feel they can't meditate, despite knowing of its many benefits and life transformative effects. We also provide some tips on how to overcome these obstacles so that you can finally start reaping the rewards of meditation. Hi, I'm Felipe from Mind Owl. Here we talk about meditation, psychology, and breath work to help you live a better life. Meditation is one of those things that seem so simple, yet it's so difficult to get it right. People say that meditation can make them feel calmer, happier, more focused, more compassionate, more relaxed, more present, and more creative. In fact, the transformative effects can be so profound that some wisdom traditions believe that meditation is the key to what they call awakening or enlightenment. And these experiences can completely change the way you see yourself and the world around you. But why does something that looks so simple, like focusing on the breath or bringing your attention to what is happening in the present moment, be so difficult? Let's see some of the reasons why people find it hard to meditate or to keep a regular practice and what you can do about it. Reason number 1, you haven't found your meditation fit. Most people believe that meditation means just one thing, and that is to sit with your eyes closed and focus on your breath or on a mantra, and then you have to clear your mind. But this is not the only way to meditate. There are many different types of meditation, and you can even do them while walking, eating, or doing other activities. Meditation has been part of many different cultures in the past, and every new person or culture who got in touch with a meditation technique made a change to suit their personality and style. That's why we have so many different schools of meditation and techniques today. Think of Buddhism or Hinduism, where most of the meditation techniques we practice today come from. In these traditions, you find many different schools of thought arguing that their way is the only right way to meditate. That shows that we have different personalities and different ways of seeing the world. So it makes sense that we would also have different ways of meditating. You may need to experiment a little to find the type of meditation that works best for you. You may need to try different times of day, sitting or lying down versus moving around, listening to guided meditations or silent meditation. You may need to try mindfulness, concentration, mantra-based meditations, or even self-inquiry, non-dual meditations, awareness-based practices. You may even need to create your own type of meditation that combines different elements that you like from different other styles. The important thing is that you find what works for you so that you can stick with it and make part of your life. If you're not sure about the main styles of meditation available to you, I have a video on the 6 main styles of meditation you can practice. I also have a video on how to choose a meditation style that works for you. It's worth checking them out once you finish with this video. Reason number 2, you're trying too hard. Another reason why people find it hard to meditate is that they put a lot of effort into the practice. And when we try too hard, our minds become tense, and this makes it more difficult to focus. Let's suppose you just started meditating and you want to focus on your breath. You start counting each inhale, each exhale, until you reach 10. But before you reach 5, you realize that your mind has wandered off, and you start feeling frustrated with yourself. You could say something like, I must try harder next time. But this will only keep the cycle repeating. The more willpower you use to focus, the more your mind will rebel and wander off. This happens because we have way less control over our thoughts than we think. An example of this is the white bear experiment. In this experiment, participants were asked not to think about a white bear for the next 5 minutes. The results showed that almost everyone couldn't do it. The moment they tried to not think about a white bear, that's all they could think about. If you want to try this out, see if you can't think about a pink elephant for the next minute. It's not that easy, right? So the same happens when we tell our minds to not think or to clear the mind. It doesn't work like that. So what can we do instead? First, we can set an intention for our meditation when we sit down. This intention could be something like, I will focus on my breath for the next 5 minutes, or I will stay present with whatever comes up for me. Second, we can simply accept that our minds will wander off, and when they do, we gently bring them back to the object of meditation. We don't need to get frustrated with ourselves, just accept that it is natural for the mind to wander and bring it back gently. There seems to be a balance when it comes to effort in meditation. If we don't try it all, we will never focus and our minds will just keep wandering. But if we try too hard, we also fail. So we need to find the middle ground, the sweet spot, where our minds are relaxed enough to focus. A good principle related to this is called Youre, or effortless effort. Youre is a Taoist concept that means doing things without trying too hard. It's the idea of being in harmony with the natural flow of life. And when we do things in harmony with this natural flow of life, everything becomes easier and more effortless. So see if you can apply Youre to your meditation practice. Find that sweet spot of effortless effort, where you're not trying too hard, but also not doing nothing. Reason 3, you're not warming up. Another reason why people find it hard to meditate is that they are not warming up first. Just like we need to warm up our bodies before we start exercising, we need to warm up our minds before we start meditating. There are many ways to do this, but 2 of the most effective ones are slow breathing exercises and gratitude practices. Slow breathing exercises are a great way to relax the mind and body and prepare for meditation. In this type of exercise, you can double the time it takes for you to inhale and exhale. So if it usually takes you 6 seconds to inhale and exhale, take 12 seconds to do this instead. Or you could just double the exhale, so it would take you 12 seconds to exhale and 6 seconds to inhale. Doing this for a minute or 2 will help you relax and feel more comfortable when you start your meditation practice. Gratitude practice is another great way to warm up for meditation. In this practice, you simply take a few moments to think of things or people in your life that you are grateful for. You can be grateful for your health, your family and friends, your home, your job, and so on. If you're practicing in the morning, you could also be grateful for the small things that are about to happen in your life, like a sunny day or maybe getting a seat on the train. If you're practicing in the evening, you could be grateful for the good things that happened during the day. You can do this gratitude practice for a minute or two before you start your meditation, and it will help you prime your mind for the practice. Starting a meditation session without warming up or with the wrong intention will usually lead to failure. But if you take a few minutes to relax and warm up your mind before you start, you'll find that meditation becomes a lot easier and more enjoyable. Reason number 4, you have unrealistic expectations. The way meditation is being sold these days, it's no wonder why so many people feel they can't do it. We are told that if we meditate for 10 minutes a day, we'll be happier, healthier, and more productive in every areas of our lives. And while all these things are true, they're not going to happen overnight. You don't expect to join a gym and see results in a week, do you? The same goes for meditation. You need to be patient and give it time to work. Just like with physical exercise, the more you do it, the better results you see. Also, start small. If you are new to meditation, don't try to sit for 20 minutes in the first session. Start with 5 or 10 minutes and work your way up. If you have unrealistic expectations about meditation, you are likely to give up when you don't see results right away. But if you go into it with understanding that it takes time and practice, you are more likely to stick with it. It's also important to note that the results won't necessarily be seen in your meditation session. You may not feel calmer or more focused while you are doing it. But if you stick with it, you start to see the benefits in other areas of your life. So after a couple of months of meditating, you may find that you are less reactive to the things that used to bother you, or that you are able to focus better at work. Reason number 5, you see meditation as a separate activity. Another reason why people feel they can't meditate is that they see it as a separate activity, something that is done in addition to life, rather than something that is part of life. Meditation is often seen as something that is done for 20 minutes in the morning, and then you go about your day, but it doesn't have to be that way. Meditation can be done anywhere, anytime. You can do it while you are walking, eating, working, or when talking to friends or work colleagues. The key is to be more aware in whatever you're doing. You could also implement some mindful check-ins throughout your day. This is where you take a few minutes to check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. During those moments of check-in, you can take a few deep breaths and ask yourself how you are feeling emotionally and mentally. Some examples of questions would be, what am I feeling right now? What is on my mind? What is really happening, and what is my mind's narrative about this? Am I reacting to the situation, or am I responding to it? This is a great way to stay mindful and present throughout the day, rather than letting your mind wander off into worry, stress, and anxiety. So if you start to reduce the number of things you are doing on autopilot and become more present in the moment, you'll find that your whole life becomes a meditation. So when you sit down to meditate for, let's say, 20 minutes, you find it much easier to focus and you get more out of the practice. Life and meditation won't be two separate things anymore, but rather it will be a continuous practice. We have looked at 5 reasons why people feel they can't meditate, and some tips on how to overcome them. The most important thing is to be patient and don't give up. Meditation is a practice that takes time to develop. But with patience and dedication, you will start to see the benefits in other areas of your life. Remember that when we meditate, we are going against the natural tendencies of our mind, which is to be constantly thinking. So it's not surprising that it takes some time and effort to develop the practice. Now it's your turn. What are some of the reasons why you feel you can't meditate? And how are you going to overcome them? Leave a comment below and let us know. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to check the suggested videos for more great content on meditation, psychology, and how to live a more fulfilling life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.